like a decade, and my folders are broken. So what the shit do you want me to do? Are you shitting me? Wait a second, you've been flying around for 2 weeks trying to get a signal? Oh my fucking god, I have to deal with this shit? Fuck, I don't even have a tie for God's sake. I can't afford that shit. I am poor. No, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna go ahead and film this shit. I may have a fucking potato or two. I have a piece of shit monitor, but if I gotta wait another fucking week for your shit, I might as well film it now. If I don't see it tomorrow, I'm not giving you a fucking dime. Hasta mañana, and you have yourself a good fucking night. I don't know why my Brooklyn accent comes out every time I yell at someone. Howdy, folks! As you may have heard from all that jib-jab, unfortunately, my office is kind of underwhelming. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing fucking shorts to this damn thing. This phone's a decade old. The monitor is just a laptop, and this folder's bent in half. I mean, come on. Honestly. But I assure you, my friends, we should have everything coming up in the coming weeks ahead. But anyways, I want to welcome everyone to the first segment of In the Box. This is a show where I sit here and ramble about sports. Because everyone loves sports, right? You love sports, don't you? Of course you do. So anyways, without further ado, let's talk about one of my favorite sports. The wonderful world of football. This isn't fucking football. In NFL news, unfortunately, on Sunday, which was supposed to be our first football game since the Super Bowl, it was unfortunately canceled. But it was canceled for a very stupid reason. Come here. You know why? You know why? Because the field was fucked up in one spot. One spot. They had fucking half a year to set that up, and the moment people spent so much money on that crap. They spent money on grills. They invited people, for God's sake. And that's why, as of right now, Roger Goodell is now in our box of shame, which I believe is appropriate for certain people and certain scenarios and what they can't do when they're running a freaking sports league. For example, Roger Goodell and Gary Bettman. But on the bright note, the NFL season is rapidly approaching. As a matter of fact, we actually have our first game starting on September 8th. But without further ado, let's move on to some more stuff. Another thing that's rapidly approaching is the NHL season. That's going to be in 2 months. And I'm not going to lie, free agency was unbelievable. And here's why. Free agency started with debatably one of the biggest and possibly stupidest trades I've ever seen in my life. The Montreal Canadiens traded away one of their best defensemen, who I'm pretty sure was going to be the captain if he was there for another 5 years, PK Subban, to Nashville for their captain in Shea Weber. Shea Weber's got like 2 years left. Why the fuck would you trade him? Shea Weber was the face of the Nashville Predators. And you basically said, fuck you, we're sending you to Canada. What the fuck? There's just some stuff you don't do. There are Montreal Canadiens fans burning jerseys, for God's sake, because of this trade. I'm not even joking. But let's move on to some bigger things. Alex Rodriguez, the designated hitter for the New York Yankees, is retiring. And his name will forever live in infamy because of the steroid cases and the cheating cases with Madonna and all that other BS. Maybe it's his time. But as of right now, I can't see A-Rod in the same light as I once did growing up. But for Yankees fans who put that aside, I respect your decision. Speaking of controversy, I have a few words. Keep politics out of sports. There's some Olympics controversy. A lot of people were complaining about the whole Rio de Janeiro thing, where that we paid too much money, which I agree, that's a bit dumb to pay so much money for a stadium without using that money to go towards the resources of the people. But even for Americans, there's a big controversy in the Olympics because of a vote on who would believe would carry the flag into Rio de Janeiro for the opening ceremonies. It was between Michael Phelps, who ended up winning the vote, and Ibtihaj Muhammad. Yes. For the record, I apologize for the butchered pronunciation. She is the first U.S. Olympian to wear a hijab, which, for those who don't know, is worn by a woman in the Muslim faith. Democrats and liberals mainly wanted her to carry the flag into Rio de Janeiro. However, Michael Phelps won the vote. And the big thing about this is this. Michael Phelps has 22 medals and counting. How many does Muhammad have? 0. That's the only big thing. Other than that, I personally really don't care who carries out the flag as long as America is bringing home hardware. That's all that fucking matters to me. So America, bring home all the hardware you can. Bring it for the land of the free and the home of the brave, my friends. Speaking of Olympics, the United States is killing it in swimming and also a bunch of other sports, but mainly swimming. And of course, in gymnastics. Jesus Christ. Is everyone kung fu fighting or something? My God, we're doing amazing. And our first gold medal is just about as American as it gets. Our first gold medal was in shooting. Now that is American, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to wrap things up here. I apologize for the fucking amateur layout here, but I promise you in the coming weeks, everything should get better. And my fucking neighbors would calm the fuck down! Till then, I'm Joe Schmo from In The Box, and you have yourself a good night. Watch more of the Olympics and watch some NFL football. See you then.
Hey, speaking of shitty neighbors, you left this outside. So start doing the thing with the ball. Okay.